That's how you know that I'm in KZN. Welcome, everyone. We're going to get going in a few minutes. But if this is your first experience, oh, beverage. There's always beverages. It's Friday with Purple ZA. Come now. Always beverages on a Friday with Purple. Unfortunately, mine is water now because I'm being responsible today. I have a very important school to work with tomorrow morning. So, cheers. Honey is also very important. St. John's is very, very important. Welcome, everyone. Okay. Just double checking that Irene is with us. Almost there. And then we will hop into our live game show. There's Mariette. Fantastic. Almost got all our contestants in the house. Just got some technical issues behind the scenes, but we'll sort those out in a second. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Righty. Good afternoon officially, and welcome everyone to episode 3 of our original game show. Whose lesson is it anyway? The show where everything's made up and the points don't matter, but they kind of do. If I haven't had the privilege of meeting you yet, my name is Lindsay Wester, and my co-host Irene is having some camera issues, but she will be with us.
Yeah, I'm here.
And will join me on screen. If this is your first Purple ZA webinar, then special welcome to you. We always have a resource site, which is yours to take away after the webinar for you to carry on learning, to digest all of the things that have happened. So our resource site for today you can find at bit.ly/edtech showdown. That is also where you're going to be able to claim your certificate at the end of what is going to be a very, very quick 2 hours that will fly by. So if you want to hop over to that and have that open, that's going to help you with the learning today. There's not too much that's too serious on there at this point in time, but we just wanted to make sure that you have access to that. So without further ado, welcome, like I said, to our 3rd episode of Whose Lesson Is It Anyway? It is amazing to have some very brand new contestants. All 3 have never participated before. Warren is in his 3rd running to claim the crown. And then we've got 3 newbies today. So if you want to just pop in, Irene will be dropping in a second when her camera issues are sorted. And like I said, I'm your host, co-host Lindsay Wester. It looks like Irene is in the house as well now. And we are from Purple ZA. If you don't know anything about Purple ZA, and if this is your first time on one of our webinars, special welcome to you. We are about purpose and people. You get it? Purple. And the people that we're about is teachers, just like yourselves. And we're really about connecting teachers to purpose and inspiring and empowering teachers with learning that sparks joy. So that is a little bit of an introduction about who we are. We do a lot of different events and webinars and all sorts of things. And our Teach Fix series that you've tuned into today is just one of the many things that we do to inspire and empower teachers. All right, so without further ado, let's introduce our contestants. First up, we have Heidi. Heidi, do you want to unmute and give us a quick little intro?
Hi there, everyone. I've just returned from a 4-day grade 5 camp in the middle of Porterville. So sleep deprivation is real. So let's hope it works in my favor. I am the HOD of technology at Somerset College in the prep. So I'm not a class teacher. I'm a tech teacher. So this is going to be an interesting one to create lessons that are very much out of my comfort zone, but looking forward to trying something new.
We love it. And I think, honestly, if there's nothing else that being in tech has taught me, it's that, being out of our comfort zone is the place to be. I can stop sharing now if you want to hop onto the slide where we're introducing Heidi and Mariette, Irene. And Mariette can introduce herself to us.
Hi, everyone. Yes, like Lindsay said, this is my first time, so I'm quite nervous. But I'm ready. I have my game face on. And I am a coding and robotics teacher at King David Santon. I used to be a class teacher, so hopefully that will help me. And I make lessons all the time for teachers to use coding and robotics equipment in the lessons. So hopefully that will be my angle today.
Awesome. Welcome, Mariette. And now Irene, our co-host, is with us. Yay.
Hello. Sorry, I somehow didn't have a camera on my machine, so had to do a quick swap. But here I am, ready for this Friday afternoon fun. I can't wait to share this with you. This is one of my favorite events of the month? I think we have months now. Yes.
Amazing. And then our two other contestants, we have Frankie Saliers. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, Lindsay. I know you only got me here to do the entertainment, so that is my superpower. It's just here. I'm just here to entertain you. And Mara, we're going to go for coffee on Sunday. By the way, in any case, I just want to say that I'm the head of innovation at Saxonville Primary School, and I currently I look after the IT infrastructure, and I also do the digital marketing of the school. And like I said, my superpower is singing. So I'll be singing for you today. I hope there's a singing challenge, Lindsay and Irene. So
well, we can make one. You can serenade us anytime, Frankie.
Yeah, so I just want to say I'm also a little bit stressed. It's also my first time, but Lindsay taught me to be very brave. So I'm going to put my brave face on and just go with the flow. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And then our final contestant to introduce himself is our very own Dr. Warren Lilly.
Hi, everybody. For those that don't, I love this. It's why I keep coming back. Meeting inspiring people and EdTech rockstars and EdTech enthusiasts is what I do. I am a lecturer at the University of Cape Town, where I specialize in the theoretical learning behind the integration of technology for teaching and learning. I have experience as a classroom teacher, although now I spend my time teaching other teachers how to use tech theoretically and in practice, and I love it, and I love this and applying, so because I get to stress my teacher shoes and I miss it, and you guys inspire me, so I'm so excited.
Fantastic. And if you are tuning in the audience, there is a lot of watching, but there's also definitely some audience participation. So I see a couple of new names and faces, so please won't you pop into the chat. Particularly if your name on a meet is something like IT and we have no idea who you are. But we see you and you're so welcome. So please pop into the chat and tell us which school you're joining us from, what you teach or what your role is. We love connecting people who are passionate about EdTech throughout South Africa. So it is wonderful to have all of you here. Amazing. Okay. Alex, if you want to pop your question in the chat, that's probably going to be the easiest way for us to help you out. And then let's tell you a little bit more about what's waiting in store for you today, while everybody introduces themselves in the chat. So we've got quite an exciting lineup ready for you. I'm guessing that you're ready, hoping that, that everyone's here. There we go. We find out now Sipho is the one behind IT Manager at Documented Boys Choir School. Amazing. Brilliant to have you. So on the lineup today, we've got a couple of challenges. We're going to kick off with a group challenge where everybody gets to participate, which is guess the tool. And that's not being mean or derogatory about any of your colleagues that you're tired of at this time of year. That is guessing EdTech tools. And the winner of that quiz is going to win themselves a Purple ZA party pack, which is 5 guest logins to our Purple ZA platform. And we've got a lot of people in the chat and even some of our contestants who can tell you about that. Then we're going to play around with creating some comic strips and test your creative genius. You're going to be working with one of our EdTech rock stars and be assigned to their team, and you are going to be creating a little bit of a comic strip. Then we're going to look at some of the struggles that we have in our classes. The struggle is real. We're going to hear from you what are the struggles that you face, and we're going to put it to our EdTech rock stars to see can they match your struggle with a tech tool that can help us meet that struggle and kind of overcome that struggle. And then we have the important part of our experts being sent away to Alex.
Am I still present? Let me try.
No. Alex, you're welcome to unmute if you need help with anything.
It's fine, thank you. I'm just listening. I'm actually not, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah. I have nothing to do with tech. I am a grade R teacher who used Seesaw during lockdown, and I loved it. So that's the only contribution. I'm going to just listen. Thank you.
First day, that's perfect. I just saw that you were raising your hand and sharing your screen, so we're just checking that you're all okay. That's beautiful. So we're going to challenge our EdTech rock stars to match a tool and a pedagogy with a lesson topic that we're going to give them. We'll keep the audience busy with some audience challenges, and then we will announce the winner. Our previous winner, 2-time winner, Mr. Anthony Egbers, was not able to make it today. So we are very keen to see who is going to claim
the throne.
Yes, exactly. Who's going to claim the crown? And then while you are participating, we've got a little bit of a social media challenge for you. So if you are somebody who likes to tweet or Insta or Facebook, Irene, if you can show us the hashtags and the details. We've got a challenge where if you want to do a little screenshot of what you're seeing, if you want to share an idea or a comment, tag us in your social media. We are at Purple ZA EDU across all of the platforms, even on LinkedIn. So grab a screenshot, share what you're learning. It seems we have a St. John's DSG social media guru. Says somebody who's a little influencer herself. But please snap a picture, snap a screenshot, share your learning, and tag us and use hashtag ZAEDU and hashtag EdTech Rockstars. And the social media sharer of the day is also going to win a Purple ZA party pack for their school, which is 5 logins for a month to our amazing gamified PD learning platform. Okay, I think that's all the information.
I think so. I think it is showtime. So hopefully our contestants and our audience, that you guys are all ready. Now time for our first round of Guess the Tool. So Lindsay, you are probably taking over from me for this round.
I can take over from you with pleasure. So we've got a little challenge for you. How it works is we're going to play a game of Quizlet Live where you are matching EdTech tools to their description. The players as well as the audience. So our players are EdTech Rockstars as well as the audience. Everyone is most welcome to participate. The person with the most points at the person who wins First, second, and third will be allocated points. If you are a player, of course, you can claim the points. And if you are a participant, you can decide whether you want to donate your points to Warren, Heidi, Mariette, or Frankie. So if you pop to the next slide, we can get the code for the Quizlet game. We are going to pop over to Quizlet.live. And when you get to Quizlet.live, it will ask you for a game code. So you're going to go to www.quizlet.live. We'll put the link in the... Oh, I like it. Amy is suggesting that she will donate to Frankie if Frankie will serenade. I think that is a fair... I think that's definitely a fair game. Good idea there, Ames. So now you're going to pop to that link, and then you're going to, when it asks you for a code, pop in 712927. Right. I see some of us to join. Please, won't you come ahead and go ahead and join the game? We might have a little quick moment to do some studying while we wait for everyone to join. So again, the link is Quizlet.live and then the code 712927. You've got to have another game. If you can't sing, I'm sure there's something that you can do for us. Everyone's got a quirky quirk, right? Okay, we've got 12 contestants in the game. We'll give it another minute or so and see if anybody else wants to join. I'm seeing a round of it or a game of a tech karaoke coming up here. With all these singers in the house. Okay, Frankie, Mariette, where are you guys? Is everyone in the game? Who wants to be in the game? Okay, all right. I'm going to share my screen so that those who are watching can see the game. And then I'm going to start our game. Remember, the winner gets a Purple ZA Party Pack as well as points for their EdTech Rockstar. Here we go. The game is starting now. Who is it going to be? Right, so that is you're now an animal, in case you wondered. You are now an animal, and once you've seen your animal, we're going to start the game. All right, who is it going to be? The sea turtles and camels and stingrays are taking the early lead. Reindeer getting sent back to the back. The sea turtles, stingrays, and dragons. Far in the lead. Who is it going to be? Who's going to get kicked back to nowhere place, and who will take the crown? Right, so it looks like Sea Dragons, which is Amy, in the lead. Oh, and the winner is Ilonka. Congratulations, Ilonka. You are our winner for the quiz. In second place, we have Amy, and in third place, we have... Oh no, Amy's in third place, and in second place, we have Warren. Congratulations. So Ilonka, if you can let us know in the chat who you would like, you of course win a Purple ZA Party Pack, which you can give to a school of your choice because we know you are a freelance architect. And then you can decide who you're going to donate your points to. Congratulations and well done, Ilonka and Warren and Amy. Fantastic.
Well done, everybody.
All right. Great stuff. All right. So Warren is up on the lead, on the points board. So the points don't matter,
but Warren is in the lead.
right. In first place, we have Warren. In fact, I think so Warren should get points for his own second place as well. And Amy, you can decide who you would like to donate 100 points to for your third place. And welcome to those of you who have just tuned in. Amazing stuff to welcome to. Glad to have everyone here. Amy, let us know in the chat who you'd like to donate your points to, and then we are going to move on to our next challenge.
Are you ready? Our next challenge is all about creating comics. And for this challenge, we will be pairing up all of the participants in the chat and the audience with our EdTech Rockstars so that you can create comics together. Do you want to?
Right, so here's how it's going to work. Well, let me just get rid of my Quizlet jam. My Quizlet is still going wild in the background here. Right, so how it's going to work is on our resource site. I'm going to pop the link in the chat again now. On our resource site, we have a template. Okay, so you'll see on the homepage, there is a slideshow that is embedded. Each player has got a slide allocated to them. Okay, and how this is going to work is as follows. You are going to get a prompt, right, Irene, if you want to put the rules up for us. You're going to get given a prompt generated by our magic comic prompt generator, which I will show you guys in a second. All right, then you're going to grab a screenshot, right? So players, make sure you are ready with your screenshotting fingers to grab a screenshot. We are going to give them, should we give them 8 minutes, Irene? 5's a little bit short.
I think so. I think that sounds good to me.
Okay. So here's how this is going to work, right? You've got 8 minutes to create a comic generated by the prompt that we give you, right? There are 2 requirements for the comic. First of all, it must have Bitmojis of all participants. So if you have just joined and you don't know what Bitmoji is, well, in 8 minutes time, best believe you're going to have one and it's going to be on the slide. And our EdTech Rockstars are going to help show you how to get that done. And you guys are going to work in a team and figure that out. And what we want, obviously, it's Friday. We want a little bit of fun. We want a story that is going to make us laugh. Okay, so if everyone can have their screenshotting fingers ready.
Okay.
I'm going to share the prompt generator with us. Of course, today is the day that my trackpad decides it doesn't know how to work anymore. I'm literally moving my mouse like my trackpad like this.
There we go.
No, that's Alex. That's not me.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to do it from here. Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, my trackpad is frozen.
Okay.
Great job. Irene, can you open up in the folder the comic creation sheet, please?
Wait, I'm in
the right one. Oh, okay.
So let me just go there. Give me a sec.
Sorry, guys. Literally trackpad frozen, not working at all on this computer. Okay, I've got it, yeah. All right, so here's how it's going to work. Let us, so we'll start with Warren. You get your prompt first, of course, because you are the current leader on the leaderboard. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to untick this box. You are going to get randomly generated 3 Bitmojis, and those 3 Bitmojis are going to form the basis of your storyline. Of course, you can add to it. You can interpret from there. All of those things you can do. But let's click the magic box and see. Team Warren, you're going to quickly take a screenshot. Your story needs to involve something about gulp, something about me time, and oh, muffin. Okay, Warren, have you got it? Okay, Warren's got the screenshot, gulp, me time, and oh, muffin. Right, then next up, Heidi. Team Heidi, when you are put into breakout rooms, your story comic needs to have something about logging off. Something about whatever that game pie chart object is. I don't know. That's open to interpretation. And something about break a leg. Okie dokie. Next up, Mariette, Team Mariette. You are needing to include something about number 1, something about having fun, and something about being sick. Gonna be interesting stories, these. And lastly, Team Frankie, you're gonna include a story about it's your birthday, about fake news, and something about how are you doing. So those do not necessarily, by the way, have to be in that order, okay? Do not feel like you need to worry about the order too much at all. They just need to include those ideas. And we are going to collaborate on the slide deck that you can get to by the resource site link, which is bit.ly/edtechshowdown. When you get there on the home page, if you just scroll down, you'll see collaborative comic creation. And then you are going to move all the way down to the button that says Let's Create. When you click on Let's Create, it's going to hop you into our collaborative slideshow. And in a second, Irene is going to activate the breakout rooms for us, where you will work with a random EdTech rockstar to create your story using Bitmojis from everyone in your team, the prompts that we've given you in no particular order, and do your best to make us laugh. Any questions about the challenge?
So breakout room 1 is Mariette, breakout 2 is Heidi, breakout 3 is Warren, and breakout room 4 is Frankie. If you get lost and you somehow don't land up in a breakout room, Lindsay and I are in the main call and we'll sort you out from there. Are you ready?
We will see you in 8 minutes.
In 8 minutes. That starts now.
It's comic time, peeps.
Oh dear, it seems Warren is alone. Nikki, are you there? Don't quite know. Okay, Nikki, does it give you an option to jump to breakout room 3 that you've been assigned to? I don't know. Do you see anything that you can click? Are you on an iPad or a laptop? That's strange, because you're assigned to 3 and you're in your Chrome browser. Do you have any idea, Lindsay, how to move Nikki across if she's stuck with us? Oh, I think Lindsay is muted. Let me see if I can. Nikki, I'm trying to sort it out. Can you just check in just somewhere in your screen, it should say, go to breakout room 3. It should just take you, but I'll try and sort it out from my side as well. Oh, but you seem to be there. Oh, there, you went. There we go. All good. Nikki, I don't understand, because you seem to be in breakout room 3 and here for some reason. Okay, I'm so sorry, Nikki. But listen, are you Nikki Moore from the book club from St. John's? Now that we are here together. Lindsay, you seem to be muted. No, I'm talking St. John's College in Joburg. Is your husband Simon, or have I got the wrong person? There we go. You're back, Linz.
I'm back.
Railroad Red. Yeah, exactly. I think we were in it together for a little bit. Just you left just as I started, and then you guys left for Pietermaritzburg, or somewhere in Natal, as far as I remember. You'll be sad to know, Nikki, that we don't have any books anymore. We still have lots of wine, but not but no more books, sadly.
Wow.
Yeah. But we
Hey,
actually
Nana,
did a little gathering the other day because Brigitte had she had a knee op. You know, she's been struggling with her knee for a long time, but she's doing really well. Nikki Salto is still there. Carolyn Heishomer, who's now my neighbor, she and I are still there. Colleen Henning is there. Peter's dad actually passed away last week, and she's going. Her mom is really sick at the moment. Also, Colleen's, and then who else is there? Karine van Schoor.
hi.
Nice to see you.
That is awesome, Lindsay.
Hey.
Gosh,
Yeah.
all these wonderful names.
Yeah, so I look like I'm Lindsay, but I'm Irene.
She's
sorry.
Irene. I'm Lindsay. No, we both say Lindsay, so it's okay.
I joined
gosh,
from
that's
her
amazing.
account.
Yeah.
So that's why you're probably like, who's this?
Yeah, I think so.
to me?
Yes, so sorry.
No,
And
no, no.
is Brigitte still in the group?
She is, yes. She's doing
Gosh,
really
that's
well.
fantastic.
Yeah, so it's basically
Gosh.
all of us, apart from Erica, who's left,
Yes.
because she's at Seheti now.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
and
still everyone. Wow.
Tony Dry is still there. Yeah, it's basically
No,
all of
I
us.
cannot believe it. And literally, that was a brainchild.
I know.
Brigitte and I just sat there the one day. We said, "No, come on, let's start a book club on the campus."
I know.
That is crazy. I'm so chuffed. This is the best news ever that it's still going.
Yay!
Do you guys still call yourself the Railroad Red?
And one day we will have books again, Nikki. One day we will have
Oh
books
no,
again.
is the Railroad Red named after the wine? It is indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Our very first meeting, there was a guy who was sitting on the other side of the bar area. Yes. And he bought us a bottle of wine, and he sent it over and said, "This is for all you ladies. You look as though you're having a very good time." Ooh. Name it. So we saw the wine was Railroad Red. So we said, "Yes, that's it." Where do you teach now, Nikki? Sorry? Where do you teach now? At St. John's DSG with Lisa Ackerman. Oh, shame. So you have to deal with me the whole day tomorrow. Oh, yes, you're joining us. Oh, that's awesome. Well, it's me. Person with us, hey? Yes. That's great. Well, then I'll come up and greet you. I'm actually, yes, exactly. It's always nice to, it's at least like a 2D version of someone. Yeah. Because with all of these webinars, we just talk to photos the whole time. Crazy. Exactly. So terrible. I'm really sorry about, I actually think that I was, when you sort of clicking, and I actually think I pressed cancel instead. So, but anyway, it's fine. It was you were meant to be here, clearly. Exactly. Oh, gosh. But yeah, so I work with Lisa. She hasn't been with us for too long. Yeah, she joined you recently. Hey, she is amazing. We just adore her. She is absolutely amazing. Well, it looks like some people are on their way back, so maybe
Stop skinnering about everyone. Then.
telling us how
A
amazing.
story that I remember you telling about Simon, which I won't tell now because
Because everybody's on their way back.
Private chat. Oh God.
Amazing, guys. Welcome back,
wasn't enough
everyone.
time.
We are very, very excited to see what you have all managed to produce in your groups. I can share the comic if you want, Irene.
yeah. Will you share? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not to worry, Emily. Don't stress. Everybody's on their way back now. I hope that you guys enjoyed that and you felt like there was a little bit of chance to play. We know that it's a tight time constraint, but nonetheless, we cannot wait to hear your stories. And once we've heard your stories and had a look at each group's cartoon one by one, then we are going to vote for the funniest and most entertaining story that meets all of our criteria, of course. And by the way, you'll see on our resource site, just beneath where you could make a copy of this, there's a whole folder of comic book templates for you. So if you wanted to go ahead and make a comic with your students or use this as an idea in your classroom, all of the templates, all of the stickers, all of the everything that you need is there for you. All right. So do we have a spokesperson for Team Warren? Let me just sort out the view here and hide our speaker notes. Do we have a spokesperson for Team Warren, or Warren, is it you that wants to tell us about your cartoon? In fact, let's do this in full screen. That would be much smarter.
I think we need Shim. I think Belle. I'm going to just try and see if I can get these people back because I think Belle and Leanne are still stuck in their breakout rooms.
Oh, they're stuck in the middle of cyberspace. Okay.
That is coming.
Okay. Well, maybe Irene, you can go to their rescue. And Warren, once yours, Leanne's back. Okay, wonderful. We're glad you didn't get lost in the middle of cyberspace. It's always scary when you send people into breakout rooms. Like, where are they? And of course, my internet is now crawling like a very slow dinosaur, but that's okay. All right, Warren, do you want to tell us a little bit about your story?
Well, I was working with the incredible Belinda and Sifo. Sifo is actually doing this whole session on his mobile device.
Okay.
So our session kind of speaks about that. So here we were thinking we were going to relax, have some me time. Then we're like, how are we going to put this comic together? And immediately, gulp. One of our teammates is doing this on the phone. How are we going to immediately get him to put his Bitmoji onto there? And you just missed us doing the amazing thing that we were going to get him onto our slideshow. But how are we going to do this to me? And then so Sipa was busy sending me a screenshot of his face. And the reason we could work this out is because my team is a dream team. So heads up to Belinda and Sifo. You guys rocked it, and thank you guys so much. It was so fun working with you all.
Amazing. We'll come back and have a look at once you manage to get Sifo on, because I think that inclusivity and overcoming barriers is amazing. So thank you for sharing that story with us.
Yep.
Team Heidi.
I'm wondering here, Ilonka, if she's got a practice to come on the show next week, you see. So
is Ilonka okay? Do we finally have Ilonka's voluntolding herself?
Well, she's been voluntolded. If you'd like to just run with it, because it's an awesome concept.
We're in. Ilonka, do you want to tell us a story?
Yes, and Heidi, you don't throw your team members under the bus. Okay, so we've got a gamification just for Irene. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So we've got a gamification theme just for Irene. And Ilonka started playing another game called Walk Along. And her character is walking along and thwack. She falls in love with bacon. And oh my word, she's broken her leg, but not to worry. Just as they're going to like the game, it's all over, and zap, we're back, logging off on our armchair.
Oh wow! So like, it's not just like it was all a dream. It was all a
It's all a
game.
dream. Yeah.
A rude
all
awakening back to
again.
reality.
Well done, Team Heidi. Fantastic story there. Very entertaining.
Thank you.
Mariette.
So that is actually not our final draft.
Do I need to refresh?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Extra stuff. We ran a little bit out of time. We had some troubles with our bitmojis.
That's okay. You can tell us the story anyway while we wait for it.
Anyway,
Oh, there we go.
Actually, Amy came up with the storyline, but it actually reminded me of a kid at school the other day, I think on Monday. He wanted us to call his parents because he wanted to go home. He was saying he's so ill. It was a grade 1. And then the teacher came to the classroom, his class teacher, and asked him, why are you ill? Like, what is wrong? And he said, no, I don't want to go home to play on the iPad. No, please call my mom. And then... And then we called his mom, and his mom said, okay, he can come home, but then he can only play on the iPad at 2:00 after school. And then all of a sudden he was all right. So basically, this child is sick. Teacher, I have corona. And then the teacher said, again, this child is sick. And then luckily for COVID, this child has an excuse. So the child wins. Yay! Gets to say.
Super, super sweet. I love the real life classroom example inspiration there. Such a cute story. And then finally, Team Frankie. Whoopsie.
Okay, Lindsay, I hope that is our final version. You see, we had to think about this a lot because we thought of the writing process, pre-writing. We had to think about the process first. So the thinking took a lot of time. And my grandmother used to say, use what you have. So if you can see all those likes and yay and OMGs and booms, the people who created that template for us did a magnificent job. So we thought we can't make any changes. We can't make any changes. So what we did, we started with the storyline, but unfortunately, time caught up with us. And my granny also said Rome wasn't built in one day. But in any case, so the very first thing is basically where I woke up and I thought it was my birthday. I thought like, woo, it's my birthday. And then the other thing that we had was fake news. And unfortunately, the only person that you can think of when you hear the words fake news is Donald Trump. I'm so sorry, I do apologize. But so we thought, let's incorporate him in a funny way into this presentation. So one of my team members actually used her Bitmoji, but we actually used, also from the Chrome Web Store, we used an extension called Mode, and that allows you to insert voice comments. Yes, audio. So we actually added a little voice comment at Trump where Trump says, oh no, it's fake news. It's not your birthday. It's not your birthday. And then that pow, and if you look at those pictures, don't look at it just on the surface. Look at the deeper meaning behind the pow. Pow was like waking up in and realizing that my whole world has come to an end because I heard Trump's voice, number 1, and number 2, it wasn't my birthday. And then in the end, the alarm clock went off and it was like, yay, oh my God, I'm so happy. The alarm clock went off. It was all just a dream. And oh my God, boom, it was really my birthday. Thank you so much.
Okay, so that's quite a convoluted story for 8 minutes. Well done, guys. Okay.
Okay, so shall we vote, people? Audience, now it is your turn to vote. You will see on your screen that you get a little poll there. So if you can vote for the best comic, was it Team Warren or Team Heidi, Team Mariette or Team Frankie? We've got one vote. Let's see. You may vote.
So pop into the bottom right-hand corner if you've never voted on Google Meet before. The little winking pixie, as Heidi has told us it's called, which is actually a triangle, circle, and square button in the bottom right. If you click on that, you will see in the poll, you can vote for which team you think had the best comic. And we will know if you vote for your own team. Just saying.
Team Bacon. Okay, Team Mariette is ahead.
How are the results looking? Make sure everybody is voting. And click the vote button. Don't just select it. It must say that you voted. Hashtag team, it's my birthday.
Okay, last few seconds for you guys to cast your votes. And shall we call it, Linz?
Yes, the winner is...
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I don't know. Wait, sorry.
You have to tell us.
My cue. The winner is Team Mariette. Woohoo!
Team Mariette with 500 points in second place.
Second place, closely followed by Team Heidi with 5 votes.
Right, 200 points. And in third place?
Team Warren and Team Frankie tied.
All right.
With 1 vote each.
Fantastic. Well done, Team Warren and Frankie. I'm so glad you voted for excellent work. All right. So in case you were wondering, we know the points don't matter. But after game number 2, just a little update. In the lead, we have Team Warren with 800 points, followed by Team Mariette on 500, and Heidi and Frankie tied in third position with 200 points each.
Awesome. Okay, so that takes us to our next game that we are playing. Are you ready? And that is actually the main... Lindsay, why are you looking so confused?
Because we're not there yet. We still have to do the problems. I think your slides jumped.
I also find this quite strange. Okay, hold on. We have a technical difficulty.
You know what? Okay, so the game is supposed to be the struggle is real. Right. So I'll start talking and you can find the slides. So the struggle is real is about problems of practice, right? Things that you are struggling with in your classroom or things that you are struggling with in your school. So if you want to pop into the chat and let us know a couple of the struggles that you are facing. Everyone is welcome to add struggles, players, participants. What are the annoying things, the hard things, the rough things, the tough things? List them in the chat for us as we get our players thinking about how they might begin to solve these particular struggles with some technology. So pop in the chat and tell us what are struggles that you are facing at the moment, or struggles that you're facing in your class. Right, overdue tasks for portfolios. That's a great one. I love it. What are some of the other struggles that you are facing? Teacher hours absent. So absenteeism, that's a struggle. Great. Everybody else, nobody else struggling? And guys, these can be obvious ones. Like, even if you're like, there's no way there's a tech solution for this, or there's no way anything can be done about this, or it's just like part of the teacher life. You can give us general teacher life struggles as well. Is this for marks? Love it. Great. So is this for marks and the marking itself? 2 separate problems. The hybrid learning, that's a good one. All right, so we've got, is this for marks? We've got grading. We've got hybrid learning. That is just a real struggle by itself. Any other struggles? It doesn't matter what age student you teach. Right, keeping up to date with technology. Nice, Lisa. Not knowing how to study or lack of study skills. Good, that's a nice one. Give us 3 more, guys. What are you challenged with? What are the struggles? Have you got bingo there, Irene? You're winning. What must we do? Instructions. Oh my gosh. We've always done it this way. These are great, guys. I love it. Keep them coming. Okay, so like not listening to instructions, yeah. Like you've just explained the whole thing for 20 minutes and then they're like, oh, what must we do? Sure, I haven't heard that in a long time. I missed that. Not. Definitely, guys. These are very real struggles. We've always done it this way. Is it on the test?
Oh, sorry.
So like people being resistant to change. Any parent problems? Parents not a problem? We all happy with parents? No struggles with parents at all? All right, I'm going to add in a couple more problems here from our little bank of problems because we have so very many. Okay, phenomenal. All right, Irene, do you want to explain to us how our struggle is real bingo is going to work?
Yes, Lindsay's going to spin the wheel to get to assign a struggle to each of our EdTech rock stars, and they then have to pick one of the EdTech tools on the bingo board, which I'll bring up now, and explain how they will solve this problem, whichever ones the ones that you've listed, with the EdTech tool that is assigned to them. Or not the EdTech tool, they have to choose a tool that they would use to solve the problem, and briefly in quick, I will put up in a timer, explain quickly how they will solve the problem. Then audience, we're going to vote yay or nay in the chat to see whether we think they came up with a good solution or not. That is the way it's going to go. So, are you guys ready?
Sure, everyone.
Lindsay, spin the wheel.
All right, so Warren, our leader, is going to get the first challenge. Warren, you are going to tell us how you are going to help us solve the struggle of helicopter parents. And Irene is going to show us the bingo board, and you can choose a tool from the bingo board. Guys, if you in the audience are struggling, you can choose the presentation down by the people icon that you want to pin to the screen. So I would suggest pinning Irene's bingo board if you're wanting to see the tools.
Okay, so who's up first? Warren, is it you?
Warren, what tool are you going to use to deal with these helicopter parents and how?
Cool. I just need to see which is it? Are you presenting it? I can't see it. Is it on one of the other presenting screens?
Okay, let me just stop sharing the wheel. Then that should make it easier.
Sorry, I'd like to be honest, just so that I know which tool I've got the option.
Absolutely.
Of
Let's see if that helps.
That does help. Let me just pin that.
Can you see it now?
Yes. Okay. Gosh. Okay. So what I am going to do is, what are helicopter parents is really concerned about? They're really concerned about how their students are, how their children are progressing. They're overly involved, too much so, and hence they come to you for the information about what my kid's doing in class, how many things have I gone about this, etc., etc. What was the homework? Why haven't they done that? So why not set up your very own classroom website that has all your information, all the assignments, all the grading, your kinds of lessons, so that they know and they can follow up and go, what's my child doing? I'm like, hey, the website's right over there. Everything we've done, your kid's work is displayed beautifully for you. You don't have to ask me. You know exactly what's going on.
All right, audience, is that a yay or a nay? Google Sites for helicopter parents.
Boop, 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 boop.
I see a few yays.
Is it a yay?
That sounds like a yay. Fantastic. Right, next up we have Heidi. Heidi, you are going to get a problem to solve. Let me spin the wheel and see the problem that Heidi is going to solve for us. With one of the tools left on the bingo board, the only one that's gone is Google Sites. Right, we are spinning the wheel for Heidi. And Heidi is going to tell us how she is going to solve. Not listening to instructions. What was it? Oh, no, it was. We've always done it this way.
We've always done it this way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so a couple of options, but I think what's quite nice is to then completely flip it around on the children and let them do it in a different way. So I think maybe that I would give them Book Creator if we were doing an English lesson, and tell them that instead of writing an essay for me, they need to create a book and publish their things into a storybook, and then we can do some peer editing, and then it's not just the teacher who's marking the work, it's the children marking each other's work, and that's not the way that they've always done it. Well, not in my school at least.
Awesome. Audience, is it a yay? Is it an A? Let us know in the chat. What do you think?
Yep, some yays. Lovely.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay. So
Points
up
for Heidi.
next, we have Mariette.
Right, let's spin the wheel for Mariette. Definitely yes. Lisa's loving your idea there, Heights. Right, so Mariette, your problem is going to be... The wheel is spinning, the wheel is spinning, the wheel is spinning. Mariette is going to tell us how she is going to solve the problem of engaging quiet students. Go for it, Mariette. Which tool would you like to choose?
So this is an easy one because I'm going to do my go-to app, which is Flipgrid. That will give a chance for the kids that are very quiet an opportunity to say what they think. If you need feedback from them, or if you want them to answer a certain question about a lesson, they can go then on their own and answer a question on Flipgrid. And another way of doing it is doing it through Chatterpix. So I know we can't choose, we can only choose one app. So my
Are you showing off now?
But yes.
Only one. Okay.
Yay or a nay, guys? What do we reckon? Flipgrid to engage the quieter students? Lots of yays. Well done, Mariette.
It's a yay.
Amazing. Alrighty. Now we have Frankie Franks.
Oh, wait, I didn't give you your applause. Hold on.
Frankie is going to tell us how he is going to help overcome the problem of hybrid learning with one of our tech tools.
Okay, this is not difficult. Like, it's just the most difficult one. No, I'm joking. I think if you combine a few tools, because hybrid learning. Oh, you must choose one.
Only one.
Okay. So
what is bringing the most value?
Yes, I would choose Google Arts and Culture. That is that little icon. Am I correct? So, because I think it's important when you do hybrid learning, those kids who are at home, it's important to bring them as close to an engaging learning experience as possible. And I do think that Google Arts and Culture gives you that. You can take them all over the world. So it makes them more engaging instead of just maybe, for example, showcasing a presentation to them and telling them, hi guys, we're going to learn all about the Eiffel Tower or this museum, and where they can actually log in from their devices into Google Arts and Culture, and they can actually navigate on the platform themselves. So yeah, so it makes it more engaging.
Awesome.
Yeah, your name, guys. Comments giving you unicorns and green hearts. I'm guessing that's a yay. Fantastic idea, because I think it's one of the things that will give students at home the same experience that students in the class will get. Really, really good idea. I love it. Alrighty, back to Warren. A new problem for you to solve, Warren.
Spinning the wheel.
Keeping up to date with the latest technology. How are you going to solve that problem? Lisa is a head of innovation, and she's responsible for keeping up to date with all this technology. Which of these tech tools would you recommend would help her with that? Warren?
All right. So, I mean, for this, it's a really kind of personal thing, right? It's something that you're going to keep for yourself, something that you're going to be looking at things for yourself. So for me, what I would have, because this is the only app that I'm allowed to talk about, I would set myself up my own little kind of Google Keep that has key personal learning network sites, or key kinds of edu rockstars who you like to follow, or their different YouTube channels. And then every kind of week, you can even set yourself a reminder. It's like, hey, I've got to go and remind myself about seeing what's out there. So have I checked so-and-so's YouTube channel? Have I checked their Twitter feed, etc.? So there's your way of getting around it, setting up your own reminding Keeps app for your keeping up to date. Boom, boom, boom.
Lots of yays and reminders. Amazing. Right. Heidi, your next problem to solve.
You stole my favorite one, Google Keep. Can use it for anything.
Everything. Right, Heidi, kids with ADHD.
Wow, okay. You want to keep it engaged?
Oh, we forgot. So if you have another idea, audience, as to how you might use a different tool from what our players have chosen, and we like your idea, we'll let you know, and then you can give some points to your favorite team as well.
Yes.
So do not feel like you just have to sit and listen. If you have an idea as to how you could help kids with ADHD with any of these tools, pop us a little message.
So I'm going to grab Moat, which is the little purple circle down in the bottom, because sometimes your children with ADHD just need to hear things or do things differently. So instead of them getting the written instructions in class, I would let them listen to verbal instructions and perhaps just give them a chance to be able to give verbal feedback, so that they can put all their thoughts down and then listen to their own verbal feedback and perhaps curate the most important points and then submit that as part of their work. So
yay or nay? What do you reckon? Lots of yays? And Amy and Ilonka are both suggesting another idea, great idea, using Jamboard. So they can doodle, so they can make notes, so they can continually be actively participating. We love that idea. So Amy, you were the first one to mention Jamboard. You can let us know in the chat who you would like to give your points to. Mariette, right. Beautiful.
Okay, so let me just go back to this. Jamboard is now also off the card. So
bye. And Mariette is now going to help us solve the problem of, oh, that's in between. Let's see which one it took away. I think so is this for marks?
That question we love. Is
this for marks?
So interestingly, you can use Google Forms to eliminate is it for marks or not. So when they are doing it and it is a mark allocated to certain questions, they will know that it is for marks and it's not going to be, they don't have to wonder about it.
And you don't have to mark it, right?
Even more important. It's self-marking if it's multiple choice. So
is it a yay or a nay, people?
Yeah. And a great idea from Ilonka. Another way that we can use flippity.net is to turn the things that would be things that are for marks into games. Lovely idea, Ilonka.
Yes, because that no one cares then if it's for marks or not because they want to play, right?
Exactly. So Ilonka, let us know who you want to donate your points to. And then Warren's also got an extra idea of using Canva to design a beautiful plan of all of the assessments that are for marks. So then the question of is it for marks, you just direct them to the nicely mapped out term plan.
Okay, awesome. So are you keeping track, Lindsay, of the points?
I am. I'm on it.
Ilonka, who did she donate her points to?
She's given them to Warren.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. So now we only have left on the game board 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will not tell you what they are. So let's see how well our EdTech rock stars actually do know their tools.
Or who knows how to do a screenshot and a reverse image set.
Very Google.
Frankie is going to help us solve the problem of, let's see, what do we have left on the wheel? It's getting a little bit thinner. Burnt out teachers. Frankie, which of these tools are you going to help, are you going to use to promote teacher well-being and help burnt out teachers?
Okay, so Lindsay, I think a great tool that you can use, you can actually incorporate design into this. And of course, the tool that you can use is Canva. And maybe turn it into some sort.
Canva's taken, honey. You have to choose.
Oh, is it taken?
One.
Oh my word, let me see. Oh my word. Oh my word, I'm so sorry, guys.
All right, Frankie.
Let me see. Where am I now?
Have a good look. Can you recommend another tool for us?
Okay, can I see? Oh, there are the tools. Oh my word, those tools, I don't recognize those icons.
I know there's one there that you definitely recognize, Frankie.
Help Frankie in the chat here, guys.
That is
Frankie, bottom row number 3, Frankie.
Is that can't be iMovie, but it's close to iMovie.
Mariette's got it for you.
Points to Mariette.
Sorry, Mara, what did you say? What did you say, Mara?
It's clips.
Oh, clips. Oh, yeah. So the clips tool is actually amazing because it allows you to create amazing clips. So maybe you can turn it into a very, very fun activity, guys. So you can have your teachers team up and motivate each other by doing things such as just doing silly things, small things that will make them laugh and give them some inspirational thoughts and put some inspiration into their hearts. So use the clips tool, guys, to create amazing clips that will inspire and make people laugh. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Audience, give us
Frankie, I would like to know how you could incorporate clips into your current reward and disreward system with your Purple ZA leaderboard with your teachers.
I love that.
Sorry.
So perhaps you can tell the audience a little bit about what you're doing there and how clips could be incorporated.
So we can so those teachers who do not complete their activities or their courses through the Purple ZA platform, we have some pretty amazing prizes for them up for grabs as well. And these prizes are not your usual amazing prizes. It's very embarrassing prizes like wear red lipstick cheeks, wear a tutu, those type of things. And then we can use this Clips app to document it while they are wearing all these amazing things and then actually showcase it to their different classes or classes around the school to get the competition up. So I love the Clips tool. I've learned so much now. I taught myself so much about this Clips tool today. I absolutely love it.
And Ilonka has got about 7,000 points to give away.
Okay, let's hear it, Ilonks.
So Ilonka, let us know who you want to. She's creating virtual worlds for teachers relaxing in co-spaces.
Of course she is.
Of course. So that definitely Ilonka, she's remaining her loyalty backing Team Warren there. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. I also want to know where the app that delivers teachers wine is. Common, agreed. Definitely want to know. Alrighty, so one more round, hey?
Yeah, we have
Right.
left on the board.
Audience,
only.
feel free to pop in. We've only got 5 left.
Come
Four
on.
left. Ooh, this is going to be tough.
It's our final death round.
This is going to be tough. Right. And I think now for sudden death, if you get a nay from the audience, we're going to subtract points.
No.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, Warren, you are going to help us solve the problem of struggling readers.
Oh my word! Yay! Okay, I'm very
Universe is
happy.
on your side today.
Oh my word! All right. So, right, for me as a language teacher, one of the biggest problems that I always had in class is that students have different reading levels whenever they come in, and differentiation with reading is really hard to do, especially if you've got one textbook or one course book or one reading, and trying to differentiate that reading to all the different kinds of skills. So what happens if there's an app that does it automatically for you and does it in seconds and does it automatically? Newsella for the win. I love it. It's such a great app. Every language teacher should use it in their day-to-day life. I could put another 2 or 3 apps on here, but I won't because I'm being kind. But I have a long list.
Right, what do we reckon? New Zealand for struggling readers? Yay or nay? I don't think we can nay that.
Couldn't go with that one.
All right, Heidi, let's see which problem you're going to solve for us. Heidi is going to look at the problem of teacher. I was absent yesterday.
Schwena. Okay, so I'm going to just go out the box here, and I'm going to say find a buddy that you trust and use the explain everything whiteboard, share it among yourselves, and get your buddy to teach you and fill you in on what we did yesterday.
Awesome.
So that I don't have to reteach my work, and they can take some responsibility for their own learning, and hopefully some children also learn from teaching others. So it's a win-win all around.
I'm just going to go.
That's a definite yay. Fantastic. And Ilanka also had a very good idea, but we're not going to take the app away. Otherwise, there'll be nothing left for Mariette and Frankie.
Okay.
So, Mariette, you're going to help us with the problem of the lack of study skills. You've got 2 apps left. Irene, you want to put the apps back for Mariette?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Here we go, sorry.
So I only know 2 apps there, which is Read and Write and Chatterpix. So for study skills, I would then probably use the Read and Write app because it has text-to-speech capabilities. So that could help assist students basically in their, I know when I'm studying for myself, when I'm doing a course or whatever, I like it when long readings get read to me. So that could become very helpful when I have to do readings for Afrikaans or for English or for whatever subject they need to really.
Absolutely. And it also has a highlighting tool and a picture dictionary and lots of things that really help overcome barriers to learning.
You see that.
So that's a yay. And Heidi has come up with a great idea of using Chatterpix to record definitions and information that students can then listen to. So if their study skills in terms of reading and highlighting are not so good, it's giving them another way to engage with the content, which I think is a really, really brilliant idea too. So Heidi is also going to get 100 points over there. Brilliant. And finally, Frankie, you've got a tough challenge here. 2 apps. Let's hope the problem is is kind to you. Didn't Heidi have this one earlier? Yes, she did. Let's remove that and give another one. Right, Frankie, you are going to deal with the challenge of overdue tasks for portfolios with one of those tools.
I don't know what's wrong with that machine, but it keeps on giving me such like higher stuff. So I'm going to actually also try and think out of the box. I must just think. I didn't take my ADHD tablets today, so what was it again? So
Overdue portfolios.
Yes, overdue portfolio. So I think it's about a very famous company loves saying, and I love this absolutely. You need to spark joy. So your learners who do not necessarily submit, or they are those learners who do not submit, they are not always motivated to submit it. So it's up to you as a teacher to find a very incredible or interesting way for them to complete portfolios instead of focusing on the traditional way of just doing a file and then presenting it. So one of those things that they can do is, or what you can do is you can ask them to actually submit a portfolio of website evidence, however, to establish whether they actually study the websites and understand what they read on these websites. They can make use of insert learning, and insert learning allows you to add sticky notes and everything, so they can bring the content, they can put their thought processes on each website and submit it as a portfolio of evidence to show that they understood this. Yo, it's a nice song.
Well done. I think we can double the points for that, hey? Exactly, Warren. Yeah, you're right. Warren and I are on the same page. Definitely double points for that one. Congratulations, everyone. Well done.
That was excellent. So 3 of our rounds are done, and now we are coming to our last and final round, which is obviously the one that is what this whole session is about. Whose lesson is it anyway? But before we go there, Lindsay, we know that the points don't matter, but in this round, who got the most points in this round?
So my Pebbles LA Learning Architect pencil is helping me here with some mathematics. Right. So let's go from the bringing up the coaching at the end of the hike, as she has been doing, is Heidi with 500 points.
Cool.
Just ahead of Heidi is Frankie with 700 points. In second place, we currently have Mariette in 1,100 points, and we have Warren with 1,300 points.
Awesome.
Right. Do not fear, though, because the stakes are quadrupling in the last round. So it is possible to go from last position to winning position. The first prize in this gets 700 points. Second place is going to get 500, and third place is going to get 200 points. So
it is time for
It's Not Over.
Whose lesson is it anyway? The way it works is the audience will have to vote for the must-have tech tool, which all the lessons must include. So we're going to give our participants a tool, a pedagogy, and a lesson topic, and they have to come up with a great lesson plan using the tool that you've decided on, a pedagogy that we get from the spinner, and a lesson topic that we get from the spinner. They have 10 minutes to prepare, during which time we're going to play a little game while they prepare, and then they have to present their ideas to us. We will vote for the best lesson, and then we will announce our winners and see how it goes. So audience, first of all, we need to get a must-have tech tool that all of our participants have to use in their lesson. What would you suggest that must-be tech tool should be? Must-have tech tool. If we can get some answers in the chat, that's great.
First 3 in all the same. What do we reckon, guys? What must the compulsory app be? There's some votes for slides, for modes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Moat. Ilonka's feels strongly about moat.
Is it going to be Google Slides or is it going to be Moat? There were a lot of votes for slides.
Did you count?
Yep.
Moat is a audio. You can add audio into anything. That's what Moat is.
Basically adds voice notes, audio recordings into docs, slides, forms, sheets, everything. All right, so the must-have tech tool is going to be Google Slides, or if you're feeling like not being googly, Microsoft's cool too. All right, but some kind of slides. Okay, so I'm going to show us the spinner. All righty, we've got our must-have tech tool winner is going to be Google Slides. And I'm going to tell us all now, we're going to spin the magic randomizer wheel and see which compulsory, let me refresh this one so that we have the correct one here. Not Flipgrid, it must be Google Slides. Nope, maybe I need to republish the sheet or something. Give me 1 second. Let's just update in the background. And then let's give a refreshy. Why does it still Flipgrid?
Never mind. They know it's slides. We'll just go. Okay. Ignore
right. So the first one where it says Flipgrid is going to be slides, and then you're going to choose. You're going to be allocated one more app, one lesson topic, as well as a pedagogy or learning design strategy. So where it says Flipgrid, you know it's slides. Right. Okay, Warren, you are going to create a lesson for us about self-esteem. Using Flipgrid, using slides and Jamboard, as well as some visible thinking routines, right? So Warren, give us grab a screenshot there. Slides, Jamboard, self-esteem, and visible thinking, right? We good? Okay, Heidi, you are going to create for us a lesson using slides, iMovie, WeVideo, or clips about space, and you need to include some kind of gamification in your pedagogy. Right. So Heidi is movies as well as space and gamification. Right. Next up, Mariette is going to create us a lesson using slides, genially, about entrepreneurship. Good thing she actually knows something about that. And it must include collaboration. Right, and that's an easy one, but we want to see high level, really intentional collaboration. And then Frankie is going to create us a lesson about time travel using slides. Also going to tell us a little bit about Genially and the pedagogy of place-based learning. All right.
Okay.
So, participants, you are now welcome to mute or leave the call if you feel like we're going to distract you. You have got 10 minutes, so you need to be back at 4:33 to present your amazing powwow lessons for us. And Irene is going to engage us in another little game for the participants.
While we wait for them, yes. Shall we play a game, guys? We are going to, play the game Emoji Stories. So it's easy enough. You are going to get some emojis and you have to guess what the story or the movie is that we are talking about. So, and while we're doing this, whoever wins can then donate their points to one of the 4 EdTech Rockstars, so that and your votes will count as well as points. And let's see how this goes. There are 3 rounds, and we'll start with round 1 now. So, for example, This category is movie title. The first emoji you'll get is a knife and fork, some hands, and a heart.
I think
So the answer would be Eat, Pray, Love.
Lisa, yay!
So you guys get the idea, right?
Well done.
Here we go. Are you ready?
And then if you get it right, you're going to donate your points. So be sure to let us know who you want to donate your points to.
Exactly. Here we go, guys. Right. Category, fairy tales.
Ilonka, Frog and the Prince.
I love it, Ilonka. We've got
Points.
Frog Prince.
Points to?
Warren.
If we need to ask.
Good job, Ilonka.
Right. Where am I now? Our next category, also fairy tales. Here we go.
The Three Pigs and the Wolf.
I feel like we need to do it in the chat, because then at least people have chance to type one word before Ilonka spat out the whole title.
Okay, sorry.
So we'll give this one to Nikki, the first person in the chat. Nikki, let us know who you want to donate your points to. Just pop their name in the chat. Let us know who you want to give your points to. Definitely Frankie. We want to hear Frankie sing. Okay, I like it. I like it.
I love it. Okay. Our next emoji story, again, category fairy tales. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Who was the first one there, Linz?
I'm busy updating slides, hon. You got to watch.
Okay, wait. I have to go back to the chat. Who was first?
It was Lisa.
With Sleeping Beauty. Lisa, who would you like to donate your points to? No, it wasn't Lisa. It was Belle.
It was Lisa.
Well, on my side it says Belle.
Oh, well, they're both 427. I have Lisa as well. Okay, Lisa and Belle, you can both donate points. Lisa's giving hers to Mariette, and Belle is giving hers to Warren.
Awesome. Okay. Next up, we have this one's a bit difficult.
Belle is the first one with a correct answer.
And the answer is
Hansel and Gretel. Good guesses there, Nikki and Ilonka with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And Nick also. But Belle, let us know who your points are going to this time. To Warren. All right, clearly, guys, Warren doesn't need help. Can you help us?
Shh, shame. He's been like, this is Warren's. How many times have
this is his third attempt at this game? Yes.
Yeah, shame. That's nice of you guys. Okay. Round two. So this time round, we are not doing fairy tales anymore. We have now moved on to movies and TV show titles. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Movie title. Yeah, the first one right is Emily. Awesome. Life of Pi.
Nice. I'm reckoning Emily must be an English teacher.
Who would you like to donate your points to, Emily? Mariette. Awesome.
Oh, we're backing the girls now. It's actually close between Mariette and Warren. Nice, guys.
Okay, next movie title. You guys ready? Here we go. Yes, Emily. Brilliant.
Emily is on fire.
Fire. Silence of the Lambs. Yes, that's awesome. And points to Murray it again.
Aha, right. Adding them now.
Next one up, we have is it correct?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No, it's not. Nick! Yay!
Another winner, Nick. Who would you like to donate your points to?
You see, I have Emily. No, I have Nick first. Belle is saying you need emojis there. We need to introduce you to Pixel.
I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Sorry, Nick. Who are you donating
your points to?
Which is the for Ethic Rockstars? Heidi. Okay.
Aha, nice. Nicely done there. Right. Points for Heidi.
Last movie title, I think, might be.
Spelling counts.
We have an English teacher, and we've got Emily Crowcount with the correct answer. It is Ratatouille. Awesome, guys. Emily marks 2 points.
Right again. Oh, it's getting close here. It's getting hot in the kitchen.
Right. Ooh, another movie title. Here we go, guys. What's the movie's name, though?
Ilonka's got it first.
There we go. E.T.
E.T. Phone Home.
I love it. Ilonka points to. We know. Ilonka is sticking to Warren. Okie dokes, guys. And
Ooh.
oh, sorry. I said it.
It's okay, Belle definitely typed that before you made it appear.
Belle, who are you going for? Warren.
Last one.
I love it.
Ilonka is on it.
I think the runner didn't come out.
The runner's called the runner, but yes.
Awesome. Well done.
Sorry, I'm here. I got stuck in the list. Are we done? Or is there still time?
No, Warren, it's okay. You still
We're
have
still playing the game.
Okay, cool. How much time do we have left?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh, bugger.
But you got lots of points in your absence, so don't worry.
Okay, yay.
Okay, we have the final round of movie titles, and this is movie reveal, people. So it will be revealed slowly. If you can tell us what the movie is before the full thing is there, then you can donate your points.
Ilonka.
She's got it.
Nailed it.
That it's Warren points. Okay.
Closely followed by Nick. Nicely done.
Okay, never ending story. Yay! Here we go. This
Ooh.
one.
Is it The Matrix? I don't think so. Is it Star Wars? I don't think so. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh. Well, no, Lisa.
Galaxy Defenders. Yeah.
Who have we got? Who was first? Who was first here?
I think it was Lisa. I can't see the name Ilonka anymore. It's like it's blurred on my screen.
No, Ilonka, you can't write MIB and think we know what you're saying.
No, we don't know what MIB is. Lisa, you can give the points.
Okay, Lisa, it's points for you. Donated to
Mariette.
Awesome. Okay.
Two girls.
Men in Black it is. Next one, guys.
Ooh. Oh, that's come on. Nikki!
Yeah! It's gotta be. Hey, go. There we go.
Nice, Nikki. Nikki's giving points to Frankie because she wants Frankie to sing for us. I think he has to sing for us anyway. We can offer Frankie a 500-point bonus if he wants to sing for us.
This is true. Okay, guys, this one is super easy. Fast fingers here. Toy Story.
Nikki again.
I think. No, Lisa.
Was
Lisa.
Nikki again.
It
was Nikki.
Was it Nikki? Okay.
Nikki, like when you thought typing skills, this one's going to Frankie, right? When you thought typing skills were not important.
Okay, Toy Story. And now.
Well, her name also blur. Yes, Ilonka, it will. Of course. I can't see. Oh, it looks like Belle.
I think Nikki's also blurry now.
Yeah, there's somebody above Belle, but I can't see. So, Belle, who would you like to give your points to? Of course, it can only be Sleepless.
Sleepless in Seattle. Okay, I think this is the last one. Hey, Linz.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It can be anyway.
Mel.
It is Mel.
Mad Max.
No.
Oh.
No points for anyone.
Oh, that is a.
I think we need to invite our EdTech rock stars onto stage to inspire us. But Frankie, if you're willing to sing for us.
Sorry, my sound effects were a bit delayed.
So in your absence, by the way, Warren, you got 700 points. Heidi, you got 200 points in your absence. Mariette, you got 500 points. And Frankie, you got 300 points. However, Frankie, if you sing for us and we get a yay from the audience, there are another 500 points up for grabs for you.
I will just confirm with my agent if I'm allowed to. I will do it with pleasure for those points. So is there a specific song that you want me to sing, or can I
are
just
you taking requests even?
Just twerk.
Sorry. What must I twerk? What?
Call me maybe.
Call me maybe.
I don't really know the words to that song. I know the tune, but I'm just going to sing any song for you guys. Is that fine? Is that fine with you?
Go.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Yellow diamonds in the light. Now we're standing side by side as your shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. Yeah, it's the way I'm feeling. Woo! Thank you. Thank you.
Different 500 points, Emily's dancing.
Confetti. Love it.
Yay.
Unite. Okay, people, our EdTech Rockstars are back. The time's up and they have to let us know and show what they came up with during this time that we had some fun.
You just need a clear refresh.
Showdown. Okay. Whoops.
No, it's right.
No, it's not. This is Jeanette and Lisa.
But just move on. Carmen's getting minus 500 points. Keep going. Keep going.
So what we're going to do is we're going to say, whoever's up first will tell us about their lesson and what they needed to solve, what they used. But if you as an audience or any of the EdTech rock stars have something else that they think they could add to make this even better, you could throw up your hand and say, but wait, there's more, and add a little bit for an extra point to whoever you want to donate it to. Are we ready, people? Yes, we are. Okay. First up, we have Warren Lilly. You have 5 minutes to tell us about how to improve self-esteem with a visible thinking routine, using the tech tools, slides, and Jamboard. Let's go.
All right. So hold on. Just give me a share my screen quickly. Share now. Let's okay, cool. All right. So, I mean, I'm not done. I just like started pushing this all together. But you know, I wanted to push. I wanted to make a lesson that really personified visible thinking and how it could be used throughout the entire lesson or a series of lessons to really get students engaging. And self-esteem is such a great concept to use a visible routine. So one of the first things I wanted to do is develop students maybe like having their own kind of self-esteem project where they engage with what this is. And the first part that they're really going to engage with is what is self-esteem and what does it mean to me, using the visual thinking routine of parts, perspectives, and me. And I'm just trying to set up how I imagine this looking. But essentially, students are going to have the first slide about looking at self-esteem, doing research about what is it, how is it understood in different kinds of ways, and then them adding their own kind of ways about how they think it involves them, right? Then the next then from that, this would be shared between the class. Students would engage with it. We'd have a nice discussion about all the different ways, and we maybe try and set up an organizer. I was trying and develop an organizer in the meantime for how we could organize the kind of thinking there. Then the second one that I wanted to do, a really other nice visible thinking routine, is the idea of unveiling stories. I've just taken it from Harvard over here. But I wanted to try and relate it to stories of self-esteem. So I would try and get a series of different kinds of media or multi-images on Flipgrid and provide different stories of self-esteem, and then get learners to engage and unpack this what's the story, what's the human story, how does this what is the world story about self-esteem. And I think it's so important today with young learners and the ways in which they're engaging with social media, etc. So I think a really nice link there could be really cool. And then the last part of this project would be a used to think, now I think, where learners present their project on Flipgrid, saying this is what I used to think about. This is what I used to think about self-esteem for me. Now, after doing this project, now I think this, and then it would encourage them to discuss their thoughts about self-esteem, share to the class, and then I'm maybe even thinking about like making like a class website where this could be employed. We could get into big questions about social media and how that affects young person's self-esteem and stuff. But yeah, I really pushed the thinking routines and making that kind of visible, etc. But I was trying to work on making it pretty for you guys, but I didn't have enough time. 10 minutes wasn't enough. I'm excited by this. So I'm done.
Awesome. I see a little, but wait, there's more from Ilonka in the chat. An idea that students can create a slide about their name and who they are and kind of capture their identity.
Love that.
Anyone else got it? But wait, there's more that they would like to add to Warren's lesson.
Please, please, please.
Fantastic. That was awesome, Warren. Really love that.
Thanks.
Brilliant. Nice.
Let me just get my applause. Give me 1 sec.
Applause and slide. And let's guess, Ilonka donated points to Warren.
sleeping.
I think you've got a groupie there, Warren.
Definitely a very
Mariette has a
inspiring
groupie
study.
too, though. Actually, Mariette has a few groupies.
Frankie too. Here we go. Frankles, you are up next, right?
Yes, am I?
Oh, sorry. Hold on a second.
Frankie is up next. So Frankie was giving us a lesson on time travel using Genially and slides and the pedagogy of place-based learning.
Okay, so the main thing or the main theme or message around my lesson was to show learners, or not show learners, they had to discover themselves what we do in the past helps us develop and grow more. So basically what I did was I called it traveling back in time. So it's about going back into time, but I put the subtitle in contrast to the main title, and I said future edition. So obviously I will ask them questions around, okay, why do you guys think those two titles or names are in sharp contrast? So it's like I said earlier, it's about understanding that for us to progress and develop and to grow, we need to first realize where we came from. And then I thought, because this was all about time travel, I thought I'd give it like a space theme. And I also love space, but obviously you can incorporate several different themes into your lessons. So the very first thing is to get them engaged into your topic or your lesson. This ties in with the whole place-based learning experience. Basically, I want them to utilize different technology. So what they can do here is you can build in a link for them, or they can search for 360 space videos. So when they go to this video in YouTube, I'm just going to open it for you here, they can basically scroll around in the video. And it actually takes them on this whole journey where they lift up into space. And I don't know if you guys saw this. I think this was done by Red Bull. I watched a live feed, and then they can see in space. And then once again, you can ask them, okay, guys, so we are now in space, but something had to happen for us to achieve this amazing accomplishment. It is all about seeing where we came from. We had to start somewhere in order to be here. So what I did next is, this is where that lovely tool, I didn't know about this tool, so thank you so much, guys. I'm going to explore this tool. But it's called Genially, right? Am I pronouncing that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Genially. So Genially, it basically allows you, when you go into the app, you can create presentations, infographics. I'm definitely going to explore with the gamification part as well. However, for this section, I thought, let's make a time traveling calendar together. Obviously, you'll explain the tool to the kids, and then you can, I know we are moving away from facts, and I don't like only teaching facts, but once again, the thing or the main aim of this is to show them where we came from, which enabled us to reach these amazing things currently, and where this can all help us to get where we want to be, even further beyond space and beyond all of the galaxies. So basically, when they click on the little sections in the calendar on the first page, they click on April. It will take them to the April section, and it will tell them, for example, this was the first human to orbit Earth. And then it's for them to ensure that they not only focus on the fact, they then have to they have to tell us, how did this help us to get where we are currently at or where we want to be? And then when they click on info, it will take them to a little section that tells them all about the first man in space. And then they can use that little insert learning as well, that Chrome extension, to add more information. Once again, to say, where did we come from? Where are we currently at? And how can all these things enable us to get to the next step? I hope that makes sense.
It does. Warren's given us but wait, there's more, using the amazing resources in Google Arts and Culture about space. Ilonka has given us one about an interactive image in Genially. So it functions very similarly to ThingLink. Those of you who know that, you can click on and get hotspots and information. Anybody else got a, but wait, there's more? Brilliant, brilliant ideas, Frankie. Loving the not so literal interpretation of the theme.
Love it.
Alrighty, Heidi, you're up, love.
Right, because I'm so space,
you
gamification, slides and clips. So as the technology teacher, one thing that I do spend a lot of my time doing is curating sources and resources from other amazing teachers around the world. So I did not go back and invent the rule. I went to my very, very large Google Drive and did a search. And what do you know? I'm going to present my screen. I came up with a Google slide gamification. I take absolutely no credit for the creation of this particular slide or slide deck. But
that looks familiar.
I'm afraid I went into it. I made a copy and I can't credit the author because I can't find it. But I do believe it came from a certain amazing purple ZA course I did. So we are already in a gamification, choose your own adventure. And for this, I should get 5,000 points. So my children will go on an adventure and go through it. Click on your spaceship. So we already have that whole gamification aspect. They're learning facts as they go, but they're not just, you really have to find this resource. It is incredible. They're not just finding the resource. What they are then going to do, because as the technology teacher, I'd like them to actually implement the skills that I've taught them in Google Slides. I'm once again curated a resource and just updated it. I'm going to ask them to create their own Bitmoji or avatar classroom. My grade 4s and 5s are a bit young for Bitmoji, so we'll use Avatar Maker or Cool Pics, and we will create an avatar, and then I will ask them to create a virtual classroom or a virtual adventure that we'll then share with their classmates. And here, for example, now to bring in WeVideo, they will use WeVideo to create a recorded version of their adventure. I may send them off into groups where they can use a green screen and put themselves in space and teach us some more facts. Perhaps we might turn it into a language activity where they're going to tell us words that they've learned in isiXhosa about space. And because we've got a newspaper on the wall here, I'll also curate some sites with New Zealand on differentiated reading levels. And then using Mote, I will also allow them to give some verbal feedback about something exciting, or perhaps even just tell a little story to us. And then we'll take that into our next IT lesson, and I will use the skills to let them create their own adventure where they will learn how to hyperlink slides, put in moving graphics, create GIFs, and all that.
Amazing.
So thank you for all the resources.
Brilliant.
I love my advantage.
I love the demonstration of our digital goodie bags that are all over Purple ZA in action. But that, I think, it speaks to exactly what they're there for, right? So teachers can take them and adapt them and use them to teach anything, which is awesome. Amazing. Warren has added the idea of them creating their own EduVenture to a planet that they've researched. And of course, Ilonka has just shared with us her Star Wars gamified learning of Afrikaans grammar. So if you've never seen that, go ahead and take a look at Die Skatejag. It is
so brilliant.
Amazing.
Oh, yes. Bookmarking there.
Yes.
And then, of course, you can learn how to do that in our gamified online, our Game On course about how you can gamify your own class. Yay.
Right. And
the grand finale of the Mariette.
Mariette, entrepreneurship. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let me just share my
Here we
go.
you can take over from me.
I'm sharing my screen quickly. Okay, cool. So I had entrepreneurship. So I decided that I'm going to focus on the idea generation versus problem generation, because I also have a design thinking background. So that's the part that I was going to focus on. So you can use Genially. Well, first of all, you can use Google Slides to present your whole entire thing. But that's like the basic thing, what the ICT teacher can do. And then the next step is to create, take a picture, for instance. Let me just go here to my slides. Oh, before you start with the lesson, you can actually do a yes, but I always like to do something physical. So you can do a yes, but versus yes, why activity with the kids. So they can already start collaborating, and you can give them different scenarios, and then they must answer. First, they must say yes, but. And basically you're demonstrating to them, instead of saying yes, but, you could say yes, why instead, which doesn't close off ideas, but opens it up to different ideas. We don't want to close people's ideas down. We want to open them up. So that's an activity you could do initially. And secondly, is you could give them specific photos. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to use this photo or different ones. You can use one with where athletes have a disability. I've chosen athletes, or you're going to create like a shoe for athletes, a shoe, or you're going to create a fitness item for an athlete. And then they're going to upload that image to Genially, and they're going to create an interactive photo. So let me just go to Genially so you can see. And then they have to, in the photo, they can make tabs. What could be the possible problems that this athlete might face, and what could be the possible positives that this athlete might face. Okay, and then they can collaborate on this to start off with. So they can work on this picture together, and they can, obviously they're going to be divided into groups, and different groups can get different images, so they can cover different athletes. One where there's women, one where there's men, one where there is an athlete with a disability, for instance, the one that I have on the slides. And then they have to list, make it interactive. Then they can use that picture, and they can add it to their Google slide to present solutions for their problems. I don't want to focus so much on the positives, but we want to focus on how that item that we're going to create or make for this athlete, how are we going to help them? So they can collaborate on the slides, possible solutions. And then obviously, because I'm a coding and robotics teacher, I will have a coding and robotics part to my lesson always, because I'm fully into this teaching across the curriculum. So they must also be a time awarded to maybe make a countdown timer with, if you guys have like, for instance, a microbits, or if you don't have microbits, you can even do it online. Let me show you guys how easy it is. You just go to Microsoft Make Code. It takes you through the steps to create, and they can actually work together to create a countdown timer that they are going to use for their presentation. So they can give themselves how much time they will use to present their solutions to the class, and they have to stick to that time. And they will have to code the microbit. And once the microbit is done running out of time, it will vibrate on the desk, or it will make a noise, and they can basically code that. So I'll have this coding activity as well. And then, and then also you can use it to do feedback as well on the Google slide for the, they can actually make it, you can make a slide, add everyone with their groups to the slides, and they can present a feedback session. How did this activity make them feel? Was it easy? Was it hard? Were they able to come up with solutions? Or that's basically my lesson.
Irene's on mute, but she's smiling, so I think it's good. Amazing. And Heidi's added in a nice, but wait, there's more, with a using Tinkercad to create a 3D model of their item. And with 6 seconds to spare, Mariette, that's quite impressive.
Yay!
Phenomenal ideas. You have blown the mind of Ilanka Pool, which takes some doing. So well done.
And we had some great, but wait, there's more. Did we donate points? Heidi, do you want to donate your own points yourself?
Of course, Heidi wants her own points.
I need all the help I can get.
And that brings us, people, to the end of this lovely impromptu improvising lesson.
Time to vote.
And it's time for you guys to vote. Ooh, give me a sec.
All right, so you can only vote for one lesson. Irene, just remember that I can't see the poll results, so you're going to have to WhatsApp me the winner of the poll. I will then do the total and announce the winner of the entire episode of whose lesson is it anyway. But audience, just have a quick little think. We will launch the poll in the bottom right-hand corner with the little triangle, square, and circle. If you think that yours was the best lesson, then you can vote for yourself, Heidi, this time. But have a little scroll down to poll number 2 and select your winner. Be sure to click the vote button. And once the results are through, Irene is going to secretly hand me the WhatsApp envelope telling me who's won the poll, and I will do the tally and we'll announce the winner of today's episode.
Okay.
Right.
It's very clear.
So it was 700 points for first place in the poll. Second place is 500 points and 200 points for third place. So I need all 3 positions, please, Madam Mistress Game Son Lady. All right. Okay. So that takes this total to that.
My poll button's not working, so
Oh, you see, that's what happens when you want to vote for yourself, eh?
I know. Going back to bite.
Irene, can I get a second place and a third place, please? Because it's a little close.
Well, I've only got like the first one now. Is it everybody voted? Tell us in the chat if you still struggling.
Should have about
1, 2.
Yeah, let us know.
Okay. So then,
because this is going to be the decider. It's that close. Okay, Heidi, you can tell us in the chat who you want to vote for. I'll tell you. We'll tell you yours in. You want to vote for yourself? Okay, 1 extra vote for Heidi, please.
Add that vote, yes.
Yeah.
And then, okay. The last two's a tie.
Second. Hey?
The last two's a tie.
Oh, okay. All right. All righty. Let me just quickly unskip a little slidey here. I think it is time, ladies and gentlemen, if you can give a little drum roll. Irene, you can actually, you can probably just go next slide, or hopefully. The winner, ladies and gentlemen, of today's episode of Whose Lesson Is It Anyway is Mariette Adam. Congratulations. That was a very, very close race there at the end between Warren and Mariette. Literally just pipped at the post with that incredible lesson. So congratulations to our reigning champion, Mara Mara. Massive applause and super, super well done to all of our contestants. And Warren, I love the growth mindset that you're going to keep coming back for more. If anybody watching would like to be a contestant on future episodes, you're most welcome to join us. Of course, we also have lots of other Teach Fix webinars and events coming up. So first of all, be sure to go to our resource website and grab your certificate, because yes, I know this was incredibly fun, but it's also professional development. So you can
On
go
the
grab your
Friday
certificate.
afternoon.
Exactly. You all deserve double points for that.
Absolutely.
And just incredible ideas, everyone. Of course, you can keep learning with us on our online platform. Those of you who have access, we're going to have a look for the social media prize winner. So if you've been too engaged and haven't yet had a chance, we will announce that to you in our follow-up email on Monday. So Ilonka is going to nominate a school to get a Purple ZA party pack. If anyone wants to drop a hint in the chat, she can definitely consider your option. Oh, actually, it looks like I'm seeing some tweets on from Emily. I'm wondering if there's anything on any of the other social media platforms. We'll have to do a thorough audit, of course, to find out who our social media prize winner is. But if you haven't already heard, we've also got a number of upcoming events. Irene, do you want to tell us about them?
Yes, so we've got extreme makeover editions. That's on Wednesday webinars. Well, not all of them, but where you can redo your lesson, redo your old worksheets and textbooks, redo your presentation, give them a makeover. In an hour, we teach you lots of lovely tools and ideas and tricks and tips to revamp your existing stuff into something really cool. So join us for that. And then we also have level 1. For those of you who want to get certified level 1, Lindsay is doing a masterclass next Saturday on that. So time's running
out. There's a slide for him as well.
Sign up for that.
There's a slide for him.
We also have, okay, sorry. Then we have, oh, that is the one. Yes.
Yes. And then the next one is the next one. Look at that.
Oh, then we also have for girls who Google, if you are the EdTech person or the innovation lead or just the general techie,
go-to
girl at your school, and you want to spend 2 days with us doing all your ideas and tips and tricks, how to brand yourself, how to put yourself out there, how to really
level up
in your school and level up. Then sign up for that. It's going to be a fun-filled weekend with amazing lineup. And then, yes, we will definitely have again a next episode of Whose Lesson Is It Anyway?
Who's it going to be?
Who will be in the next one? Who will go up against Mariette and will be crowned for the next 4 weeks the EdTech rockstar of South Africa. So let us know if you are keen to be more than an audience member next time, because we'd love to see you there.
And a massive thank you once again to all of our amazing player participants who not only gave up their time this afternoon, but really just, guys, you blew our minds with the most inspiring ideas. And we are just so privileged to share space with you and learn from you. And thank you so much for everything that you have shared with us so freely. And we wish you guys all the most incredibly inspired weekend.
Cool. Thanks, everybody. You guys were amazing.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
And we look forward to seeing you guys online soon.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thanks, everyone. I'm going home to sleep.
Yay!
For the next,
you deserve it.
Yeah, until Sunday.
Try not to learn too much on purple. We know you have a bit of a problem.
No, tomorrow's my birthday, so I'll take the day off.
Oh, lovely. Have a great birthday.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.
This was really fun.
I'm smiling so much. You guys are awesome.
Oh, it was great. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Well done for stepping up.
It was scary. I'm not going to lie. It really was.
Oh, well. Yes,
And
Nick, we'll see you tomorrow. And all of the St. John's peeps, I'll see you.
It's totally different when you're on the other side.